Everybody was excited when American Alpha made their SmackDown Live debut, and everybody was even more excited when they had the opportunity to challenge for the WWE Smackdown Live Tag Team Championships. But what is the real reason? What is the real reason behind American Alpha being taken off WWE Backlash this weekend? Let's talk about it. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you for tuning back into the channel. And what I got for you guys is a big story as we head into WWE Backlash 2016 live on the WWE Network, which in turn is SmackDown's very first brand exclusive pay-per-view following the 2016 WWE Draft. Now, if you guys missed my preview and predictions for Backlash on Off the Script Part 1 this weekend, I urge you guys to go check that out. We talked about this somewhat in the preview and predictions video as I go over the entire card, or lack thereof, I should say, because right now only 5 matches have been announced for a 3-hour special event on the WWE Network. But one of those matches include crowning a new tag team champion for SmackDown Live. Everybody thought that was going to be American Alpha, but WWE pretty much threw a wrench into everybody's gears and are giving you something a little bit more creative, a little bit something intriguing going into Backlash. And I can't really complain about that, man. I actually commend WWE for switching plans up and not giving us what everybody was expecting. American Alpha. Everybody thought American Alpha was going to be the first team to win the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships post the WWE Draft for 2016, but that is not the case as of right now. So what's going on with American Alpha? Why were they taken out of the tag team tournament and replaced with either the Hype Bros or the Usos? I got the full story right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Make sure you guys check the description for literally everything that you guys might have missed this week. And if you guys want to support the channel, everything you guys need information-wise is down below in the description. Reason why American Alpha was pulled from WWE Backlash 2016. If you watched WWE Smackdown Live this week, and you were hoping for an amazing tag team match between the Usos and the great new WWE tag team on the scene, American Alpha, to everybody's shock, the Usos took a cheap shot at both men to start the match. But it would backfire heavily as American Alpha was able to turn the tables to get the win within 1 minute. Clearly, it was a disappointment for both the Uso brothers considering how long they've been with the WWE and all the success that they have had. Now, not only was it a disappointment to the Uso brothers, but it was a disappointment for everybody watching SmackDown Live, because normally when you're presented with a tag team match the caliber of the Usos and American Alpha, both based on what both teams have accomplished, you guys know what American Alpha has accomplished in NXT, great tag team down there, pretty much set the bar for what tag team wrestling is in NXT for 2016. And you guys know the Usos, multi-time tag team champions, 2-time Slammy Award winner for Tag Team of the Year, as if that really means anything to anybody. It really doesn't fucking matter. It's a trophy and an award and an accolade that nobody gives a flying fuck about. It's just a stat that looks pretty on television when they make their introduction. But what we were disappointed with was the fact that it was a team versus a team that everybody had high interest in. 2 teams, especially the top 2 teams of SmackDown, everybody had high interest in. You thought going into SmackDown this was going to be a 10-15 minute match that would close the show and pretty much set the standard for what the tag team tournament on SmackDown really is. You know, the urgency, the intensity that the tag teams need to start showing on SmackDown. I thought that was going to be the match that was pretty much going to set the entire tournament on fire. And it really did not happen. When that match happened and it was over in less than a minute, I collectively heard everybody's sigh of disappointment as the referee made his 3 count. So everybody going into SmackDown thinking that we were going to get a fucking classic between two of the top teams on SmackDown. We were ultimately disappointed, but WWE quickly turned that around with what happened with the Usos after the fact. This led both brothers to snap on American Alpha, and they threw Jason Jordan hard into the ring post, shoulder first, before they attacked Chad Gable. They went right after Gable's legs to hopefully take the young man out. They were able to accomplish their mission, and WWE confirmed on WWE.com that Gable would miss WWE Backlash due to an injury. It is storyline injury. Gable is not really injured, for those who are wondering. The injury is going to keep the former Olympian out for at least 3 weeks, according to WWE Commissioner Shane McMahon. WWE confirmed on Talking Smack that in order to replace American Alpha, they would have a match between the two teams that lost in the previous round of the Tag Team Elimination Tournament. The Hype Bros and the Usos are now slated to wrestle at WWE Backlash. The winner will go on to face Heath Slater and Rhino to decide the new Tag Team Champions later that night. This makes some folks happy, but many fans are upset because they really wanted to see American Alpha in the match for the Tag Team titles. I will give you my opinion after I read the remainder of this article. Now, before I continue, there's one thing I do want to mention here. The fact that WWE now is giving the Usos a second chance. They pretty much did a rejack in Black Ops 3. They came back to life after being shot dead by a fucking XR2, by some fucking pussy camper in the corner. He's shot dead, and then he rejacked. That's exactly what the Uso brothers have done here for WWE Smackdown Live. They got another chance at redemption and another chance to fight for the Tag Team Championships, the vacant Tag Team Championships. But what I like here out of all of this is the fact that going into this, we only had 5 matches. So that tournament aspect continues at Backlash. Not only do we get a highly competitive match between the Hype Bros and the Usos, this is going to be a great showcase for the Hype Bros, even though I do think they will lose. And then we get another match on pay-per-view, which can pretty much take a nice chunk of time out of the pay-per-view schedule that is slated for 3 hours. We get another match on top of what was already advertised. So we're getting an unadvertised, second-round match for the Tag Team Championships. I don't mind that at all, man. This is a great way to fill out the card and a great way to make the entire tournament feel a little bit more important. I don't mind this at all. A lot of people are wondering, well, the Usos lost. Why are they getting another fucking opportunity? They're the only teams that the WWE has right now. So they have no other alternative but to do a loser's bracket here. You got the Hype Bros who lost to Rhino and Slater, and then you got the Usos who lost to American Alpha. It really does make sense, and they're the only teams that the WWE has. There's no other way around it. With WWE confirming Chad Gable would be out, many fans want to know why WWE removed American Alpha from the SmackDown Live Tag Team title match. It seemed almost ordained from above that American Alpha was going to win the titles at Backlash after the new titles were announced. That said, why remove them from a match that they clearly deserve to be involved in? Yes, they deserve to be involved in it, but why do we gotta rush to get the overly babyface team the Tag Team Championships? Good things come to those who wait, goons. That's just the way I see it. The rumor is that it all goes back to Heath Slater, and it also involves the Usos as well. It was reported a little while back that the WWE had plans to turn Jimmy and Jay heel at some point due to a top heel being needed on SmackDown Live. With American Alpha, the clear fan favorite babyface team, the Usos fit in perfectly as heels to counter the former WWE NXT Tag Team Champions. That being said, the idea all along was to have the Usos cost American Alpha the Tag Team Championships in some way. We were never going to see the American Alpha win the new Tag Team Championships on SmackDown Live, even if they made it to Backlash. Heath Slater comes into play as well, as he was told if he won the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles with Rhino, he would earn a WWE SmackDown Live contract, which would end his free agent worries. Now, the reason that American Alpha is not in this is because if they were, and you got the overwhelming story of Heath Slater needing to win this, per WWE storyline, Heath Slater needs to win this match in order to be a contracted employee to SmackDown Live. If he doesn't, he's still a free agent, and this continues. Number one, this storyline needs to end. Heath Slater is over enough with the crowd. Heath Slater found an accomplice in Rhino. That is it. So, by what we've seen on television right now, Heath Slater is going to win the Tag Team Championships with Rhino. And if they were to go against American Alpha, and everybody was saying, oh, American Alpha is going to win this, if they did indeed advance, and the storyline with the Usos on SmackDown Live did not happen, would you guys want American Alpha to lose only a month and a half, 2 months on the SmackDown roster? Do you want American Alpha taking a loss to the team of Heath Slater and Rhino? I don't think anybody wants that. I don't think American Alpha should be losing, period, for a very, very, very long time until a dominating heel team comes in to push their buttons, push them to the limit, and take those belts off of them. There's no team like that on the SmackDown roster as of this moment. So you don't want American Alpha losing, okay? It could either be the Hype Bros, it could either be the Usos. All in all, at the end, Heath Slater and Rhino will win the WWE Smackdown Live Tag Team Championships. If I was to have an outcome here, I would actually give the opportunity to the Hype Bros. The Usos are an accomplished team. The Usos are an accomplished team. I said this on the preview and predictions on Off the Script concerning this match. Okay? I said all of this already. I'm just giving you guys a reason as to why WWE is not putting them in this match for Backlash. The Usos can take a loss and not have anything happen to them. Being that they're heel now, and they're pretty much going to be in a feud with American Alpha to see who is the better team to get a tag team title shot. American Alpha, or at least one half of American Alpha, Jordan is going to fuck over the Usos. Jordan is going to fuck over the Usos in their match with the Hype Bros on Backlash night so that the Hype Bros go on to advance in the finals, and at the end of the night, Heath Slater and Rhino are crowned the Tag Team Champions. I don't think the Usos going into a Tag Team Championship match, losing the Tag Team Championship match, is going to do them any good. If they get taken out in a revenge-type situation by Jordan before they even get to the finals, I think that's going to be a better situation for everybody involved. Give the Hype Bros that moment in the sun. Give them the spotlight in the finals and let those two teams go out there and really show us what they can do. You know, underneath all that excitement, I think the crowd is going to love it. And when we finally get new tag team champions in Rhino and Heath Slater, I think the crowd's really going to enjoy what's going on there. So I think that's the best situation for Backlash going into the pay-per-view on Sunday. Speaking of Heath Slater, he's gotten over a lot with the WWE fans due to his impressive work. It does look like he will earn a contract this Sunday. Now, WWE can pretty much say, fuck you to everything I just mentioned, and have Heath Slater lose with Rhino and give the titles to the Usos. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan could come out and pretty much say, you know what, you proved us wrong. You're over with the people love you, you found the fucking accomplice, you know, you got your kids sitting at ringside, you came this close. And I'm going to retract what I said. You proved to us that you are worthy of a contract. You got this far. We're going to give you one anyway, even in a losing effort. They could certainly do that. They could certainly go that route as well. But I think the people are ready. Being that we've seen on SmackDown Live in fucking Tennessee, of all fucking places. Tennessee and Nebraska. I don't know or remember where SmackDown Live was this past week. But the crowd was fucking crazy. They were hot for Slater and Rhino. So WWE can certainly do that. There's ways around it, but I think the people are ready, regardless of a Tag Team Championship victory for Heath Slater and Rhino. That means he could always have been penciled in to win the Tag Team titles of Slater, or they felt that he was so over that it would be dumb to give it to anyone else right now. Honestly, if you look at it, they are the most over team in this entire tournament. And nobody expected that whatsoever. General Manager Daniel Bryan and Commissioner Shane McMahon might still give Heath a contract even if he loses, as they were planning to do before. It appears that WWE felt that it was best to have someone else take the loss to Slater and Rhino at Backlash other than American Alpha. since they want to protect the new team from a bad loss at this point early in their career on SmackDown Live. Even if the loss was due to an interference from another team, it would still be a loss on their record that the WWE doesn't want to see American Alpha take at this point on the main roster. They could always have won the tag team titles as most expected, but it is due to the expectation that WWE is going in this direction. We might see an Usos versus Beauty and the Beast final with Jason Jordan helping Slater and Rhino win the tag team championships on Sunday night. We could also see the Usos taking the new titles, then lose the belts to American Alpha at No Mercy in October. Regardless, it should be an interesting turn of events to see who takes the new tag team championships, the twin dimes that they look like now. Raw's got the 2 pennies, and now SmackDown's got the 2 fucking dimes at the pay-per-view on Sunday, Backlash 2016. So that is the reason why WWE removed American Alpha from the Tag Team Championship tournament. Maybe, after all of this, Heath Slater and Rhino are slated to win the Tag Team Championships, and the WWE did not want to give a loss. No matter how you look at it, a loss is a loss. Whether it's clean, whether it's by outside interference. They didn't want to give a loss, regardless of how it is, to American Alpha, and I cannot blame them for that. I cannot blame them for that whatsoever. That is the reason why they were taken off the card, and I fully expect Jordan to be involved some way at this pay-per-view, being that it is a SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view, brand exclusive pay-per-view. American Alpha's presence will be felt at some point. I just have a feeling. I think Heath Slater and Rhino are going to win the titles. It's due. The crowd wants it. WWE has to know that. The Usos not winning the title and having a loss due to Jason Jordan, I don't think it's going to do anything in the long run, because the bigger picture here is the Usos eventually will get the titles, and then American Alpha, the babyface team, is going to be in the chase when Chad Gable returns. They will be the ones to take down the Usos and win the Tag Team Championships. That's just the way I see it. That's what I think the best situation for SmackDown Live is at this point in time. Let me know what you guys think about that. What's going to happen at Backlash? All in all, I think the tag team situation, now that the Usos turned heel and they did this storyline with American Alpha, probably the most intriguing part of SmackDown Live right now going into Backlash, man. Like I said, let me know what you guys are thinking about it. What situation do you see happening at Backlash with the finals of the tag team tournament? I'm JD. Thank you guys for watching. If I have any more Backlash news, I will let you guys know this weekend right here on my channel. Keep your eyes and ears tuned for this pay-per-view on this channel. Obviously, Off the Script continues all weekend long. The preview and predictions is live now. Go check that out if you missed it. And the actual review and results video for Backlash will happen immediately after the pay-per-view goes off the air right here on my channel. I'm JD. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below. Make sure you check the description for all you need regarding this channel, and I'll be back all weekend long with more Backlash 2016 coverage. I'm JD. I'll talk to you guys later.